We recently tested this 2025 Honda CR-V hybrid as part of a larger comparison test of compact SUVs. Here's what our judges thought.
It did well in a lot of different areas. It had a few wins in the judges' categories. It was competitive in areas. One area it won was ride quality, though.
Yeah, it tied with the Equinox in terms of ride quality, despite not having the big balloony tires that the Equinox did. But I think it just kind of shows the sophistication of the CR-V and how much effort Honda has put into the tuning of the thing, both in ride quality, handling, dynamics, all of it. It felt like a more sophisticated vehicle than a lot of the other competitors in this test.
Yeah, the dynamics are great. You still get that firm suspension that Honda is known for, but it doesn't really punish you in terms of ride quality. You get excellent handling. It's just below the CX-5 for me, which is a nice little spot to be in, honestly. And on top of that, you still get hybrid efficiency.
Yeah, and it got 36.5 miles per gallon, so it was only behind the RAV4 hybrid. Another area it did well was in terms of front seat comfort and back seat comfort. It also had really good cargo space too, with also a second place finish in our cargo testing.
Yeah, this is also a testament to the CR-V's shape. I mean, it is a little bit boxier, a little bit more square than a number of the other vehicles there, and that does show up in terms of comfort and usable passenger space and in usable cargo space as well.
It's nice, roomy, and comfortable. I just wish they had not gotten rid of the previous generation's funky little center console, which had some really great storage options as well. This just has a very traditional center console.
I think one of the other things that stood out was we like the interior in terms of its usability, though the tech was a little bit behind the others in terms of the appearance, especially.
Yeah, that's something I'm noticing with a lot of Hondas is that it feels old in there. I mean, it's a newer vehicle, but the tech itself feels a little bit behind where a lot of the current class leaders are. It's fully usable. It's not glitchy. It's not odd. It's not difficult to see, but it also doesn't feel all that fresh. And if that's something that's not, if you have to have that cutting edge technology, you're going to be a little bit disappointed. If you'd rather have something that's tried and true and familiar, then the Honda's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of nice things to say about the tech. It looks dated. The graphics are a little bit older. I think the interior as a whole is older, but the stuff works. And when you're dealing with other vehicles where things frustrate you left and right, good, solid functionality is really hard to beat.
Yeah, I think that came through in terms of that older feel, in terms of some of the plastics on the interior and how that came together. But in terms of having nice, easy to use dials and knobs and buttons right on the dashboard for things you use often, it did really well in that regard.
It just kind of looks like it needs a bit more of a freshening, but again, that's not always the most important bit.
Whether you're looking for passenger space, cargo room, or fuel efficiency, the Honda CR-V Hybrid is another well-rounded compact SUV for shoppers who just want something that works and works well.
To check out the full results of our comparison test, head to Cars.com/news.